Hi guys, this is Ratchet Throw, and we are playing Criminal Case Conspiracy, Case 47, in Vino Veritas. Let's start chapter 2, and Ramirez came to us saying that he has found some secret room beneath the villa. Katrina, you'll never guess what I found. Ramirez, what's going on? I dug out the blueprints for Bateman's villa, and it turns out he has some kind of secret underground room. A secret underground room? Oh, Ramirez, you dear soul. Seeing as the Batemans make their own wine at the villa is probably just a wine cellar. But Katrina's right. Given how Mrs. Bateman died, we better go take a look at this cellar. Yeah, where the killer got the wine. Well, a whole barrel of wine. Well, I was thinking, like, if it's a cellar, then it's a wine cellar, so there's nothing weird about that. Yet, if we find something about an Astra. A doll? Well, it's almost like a wood doll. Those are pink flowers. What? Pink flowers with a note. Orchid. Katrina, we were right. Looks like this cellar is where Bateman stored his fancy pants wine. But look at this creepy doll. It looks like a crude version of Mrs. Bateman. I saw him put a noose around its neck. Those orange bits on the doll's dress might tell us who made it. Let's get a sample. Well, why'd you pick up this orchid? Oh, I see. It's got a gift tag on it addressed to the victim. Let's check out the rest of what's written on the tag. And if you think it'll be useful to rummage through that box of dirty wine goblets, be my guest. Okay. Alright, let's first see what does it say on this note. It says Bateman, thank you for the lovely invite. Oh. Katrina, message of the orchid gift to the victim says, Mrs. Bateman, thank you for the lovely invite. There's no signature on the note, Katrina, but Gabriel should be able to work out the tags altered from the handwriting. But you do know I can analyze the handwriting myself. Okay, fine, let's just give some work to Gabriel. Okay, now let's search to this box. Cigar cutter. What? This weird gadget to find in a box of wine goblets is a cigar cutter, Katrina. I know, because Alex and I smoked a Cuban when baby Sammy was born. But, more importantly, the initials EC are engraved on the cutter, as well as the IPR logo. Oh, I think I know who it's going to be. Yeah, you're right. Isn't the CEO of IPR called EO in Cave Caffrey? Remember we met him while investigating the murder of Juniper, that J-Life VR mascot. Yeah, back when Dream Life was cool until we found out what they were up to. This cigar cutter must belong to Caffrey, I agree. And he's just the kind of pompous rich person the Batemans would hang out with. Let's talk to him. Okay. Alright, now let's collect something from the doll. let's put the orange particles to look for that creepy doll of our victim under the microscope, Katrina. Okay. Alright, let's analyze these orange particles before talking to Eowyn. You identified shrimp shells. Oh wait, Bateman was drinking some cocktail with shrimps. God damn, the particles out of that horrible doll were pieces of shrimp shells. You're right, Christian Bateman was holding a humongous shrimp cocktail when we first got to his villa. Which means this doll of the victim must belong to Bateman. Let's find out if Bateman was responsible for more than just making this weird doll of his mother. Turns out you hated your mother. Well, it happens at some point in life that you'll say, I hate you, mommy. Or, I hate your parents. Frida, get a condolence message out for Cora Bateman on IP's buzzer account. She's dead. Murdered. You're talking to... that. Mr. Cafferay? Let's be meeting at the Bateman residence. There's no surprise there. Christian and I have known each other since we were in diapers. We went on holiday together every year at my hilltop pad in Province. There was that small matter of him being in prison for a while, but that's all in the past now. What a great friend you are. Quite. Anyway, it's a shame that his mother was murdered today. I was looking forward to some R&R away from the cutthroat world of tech. I had better call my personal trainer to postpone today's session and persuade Christian to crack open one of his finest finishes instead, in memory of Cora, of course. Before you do that, can you tell us if you noticed anything related to Mrs. Bateman's murder? Ha! I only noticed what's on my iWatch or my iRigger XI. The real world's old hat is better, Katrina. I would just use my phone and nothing else. Okay, now let's go have a chat with a creep. You hated your mother, huh? Not now, it's better, Katrina. Popping her is the only way I can forget the pain of losing my mom. But I need to have a chat with you, dude. Funny, this doll that looks just like your mother makes it seem like you wanted her dead, Mr. Bateman. What? What'd you find, baby mommy? Alright, it's better, Katrina. My therapist said talking is good, so I'll be frank with you. My mother didn't come once to visit me in jail. She claimed to be terribly busy with flower arranging and that kind of tosh. But then, as soon as I get out, she organizes this weekend. And once again, a successful son, she can show off to her friends like a prize poodle. Sounds like you were pretty mad at Mommy. Is that why you drowned her in wine this morning? It's true that I was in a rage with her. But my therapist also said it's good to have feelings. Only killing is bad. And I'll admit, when I found out how Mommy died, I pictured it in great detail. I imagined her struggling, with her little arms flapping about pathetically. But I didn't actually kill her, Inspector Katrina. I've learned to control myself totally. I'm really good at it now. You say what you want, but I still believe you're a psychopath. Let's now check out who wrote this message. Katrina, the writing on that gift tag with your victim made me think of my Sophia. Oh. Sophia? Oh right, your girlfriend. She lives in Italy, right? No wonder you're thinking of her. You must really miss her. No, that is, I do miss her, but what I mean is that the slant of the writing indicates a female in her 30s. while the curriculums of the Y's and F's show a highly cultured person, just like Sophia. However, the large swooshes of the capital M and B in Mrs. Bateman reveal that the writer is an actress, and a hugely successful one at that. Okay, a famous actress in her 30s, but there's thousands of those. Did someone say actress? Let me have a look. Oh yeah, Kathy, I forgot about your little celebrity addiction. Well, you won't be teasing me, Jones, when I tell you I know who wrote the note. It's Savannah Blake. Oh, it's her! We met her already. Savannah was featured in the Handwriting of the Stars article in her Hearsay Weekly. Savannah Blake? That's the actress we met when we were looking for her co-star Ronald Rooney's killer. Miss Blake's definitely the kind of person a high society devil like Cora Bateman would know. Thanks, Kathy. I won't take the mickey out of you again. We meet again. Alright, let's have a chat with Savannah. Miss Blake, we're here to investigate the murder of Cora Bateman. How did you know her? I first met Cora when she attended my fundraising event for victims of the earthquake in Greensboro. When she found out I got a part playing Lady Hogwash on Upton Abbey, the hit TV show, she kindly invited me to spend a weekend at her villa. Who better to learn how to behave like an aristocrat from than a woman who epitomized class and sophistication? But then Cora went and died in the most unrefined way. Poor thing. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Blake. We'll leave you now to make another stroll to Mrs. Bateman's living room. Alright. As I said, we have rich people on our suspect list. Blue book, what's that? House and Castle, and there's something written on it, on the cover. House and Castle? Good at this coffee table book seems to be about fancy country homes. But look, our victim defaced the cover with a message saying, if your house is so much nicer, go back to it. Miss Bateman was supposed to be the queen of manners and politeness, so what's this angry note about? Her message is pointing to the mansion featured on the cover. Let's see if our database can identify it and tell us who it belongs to. And these torn pieces of fabric reek of wine, I agree. Let's stitch them back together. Okay. Alright, let's first identify this house. Oh, your best friend's house. Why were you angry with her? Katria, records state that the house on the cover of that book belongs to the Linares family. Wait, I thought Jacinta Linares was the victim's oldest friend, but Mrs. Bateman was practically kicking her out of her house. You're right, Katria, you better ask Jacinta what this was about. Yeah. New level. But I'm not getting anything from Avatar shop because I already unlocked everything, so. Alright, let's face this. Might have been left by the killer. Oh, there's wine and there's also blood. Katia, the proper stain on this handkerchief looks like wine. And I've been working in homicide long enough to know that those redder blotches are blood. Could it be the victims? Let's get this handkerchief straight to Amir. Yeah, let's get to him. That's gonna take 12 hours. Now let's have a chat with Jacinta. Miss Linares, we found an angry message Mrs. Bateman wrote concerning your mention. We thought you were best friends. Oh, we were best friends, but sometimes we're best frenemies too. And if you must know, that woman's competitive streak knew no bounds. This year alone, she became green with me when I came first to the Springfield's Yogathon. And you cannot imagine her feud when my husband bought me a holiday in Province for my birthday. But my measure of making the cover of House and Castle was the last straw. Cora couldn't handle the fact that they hadn't chosen her precious villa instead. So you and Cora felt about this? Words were exchanged. The Bateman villa has its charms, but it is nothing compared to the magnificence of the Linares mansion. But Cora and I made up in the end. We're best friends after all. Okay, you are so far suspicious. Let's check out this handkerchief. Word of warning, Katrina. Don't ever talk to Martina about wine. Once she gets going, it's impossible to shut her up. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. I guess you asked her about the wine stain handkerchief we sent you? Yes, I wanted her to confirm that the stain came from the same vintage as the one the victim was dunked in, and it did. The Bateman sommelier told us it was the last barrel of this particular wine, so this handkerchief's gotta belong to the killer. It definitely does, because it tested the blood on the handkerchief. It's your victim's. Not that the killer used it to wipe their hands clean after committing murder. But the perpetrator also left traces of fig skin behind when they did so, which means you're looking for someone with a penchant for this sweet fruit. So a killer eats figs. Well, Katrina, I doubt they'll give a fig about fruit when you arrest them. Fig, F word, okay. Katrina, looks like it's true that money can't buy you happiness, or stop you from being murdered. Cora Bateman seemed to have everything, but she was still jealous of her best friend's house. Also, her psychopath son complained that the victim never visited him in jail. Knowing Christian Bateman, it could have been the mistake that cost her her life. We further know that Eoe Caffrey and Savannah Blake were also at the villa when Mrs. Bateman was drowned in a barrel of vintage wine. Who knows whether... well, somebody's fighting. Oh, what's all that shouting, Katarina? You dumped arrogant excuse of a bad imbecile! Martine, what? Me? Dumb, you mademoiselle of a brain the size of a petite poise. Martine? Mr. de Chateau? What in God's name is going on? Yeah, Martine, why'd you come all the way here? Alright, we're gonna start here. We gotta continue playing in chapter 3. So, thank you for watching. Don't leave a like to this video. I'll see you again. Goodbye!